Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Me and Arun are here, another podcast, another day. Arun has some questions which you guys have been asking him, and we'll try and answer them. What's the first question, Arun?
So today we posted a video regarding face value, and a viewer has asked the question regarding that. Hi sir, when face value becomes 10:1 and a person holds only 5 shares, what may happen in this case?
That means it's like trying to buy a share at half price. You can't buy. Same way, so what will happen is they'll extinguish those shares and they'll return the money to you.
Okay.
Whatever is that day's market value, market price, that many shares times 5, they
Will be credited
credit to your account, and that's it. Those shares will disappear from your account. You'll get your money back. So best thing to do in that situation is, if you have the money to buy the other 5 shares, and then you get 1 share.
We should buy in numbers of tens.
No, not like that. We don't know. This doesn't happen in India. First of all, it's a very hypothetical question.
Okay.
You're asking like, if it happens, if floods come, what do I do? If you're in Chennai, okay, you can think about floods. If you're sitting in somewhere in the middle of nowhere, where no floods has ever happened, then worrying about it is pointless. So, in this case, because the reason why I'm saying is, though you're getting your money back, you're not losing anything. Our human mind will think like we're being cheated.
No, we have missed out on that stuff.
They're cheating us. We deserve 1 share. So we deserve something. You'll feel like that. So to make sure you don't feel like that, if the rule is that you have to have 10 shares to get 1 share, they're going to consolidate like that. You buy another 5 shares, you'll get consolidate all 10 into 1 and you get 1 share.
Okay.
Then after that, if you want, you can hold on to it or sell it or do whatever you want, because your mind will feel like that. You'll feel like you're being cheated. If it was me and I didn't like that company too much, I won't waste money buying another 5 shares. I'll say, forget it. Okay.
So this question is regarding mutual funds. Sir, can you detail about SEBI's raising concerns about money flowing into mutual funds like small caps? What consideration we have to take care as investors doing SIP?
Yes, this I've been doing very many videos. I've done in English. With Anand, I've done this in Tamil, where we have been saying the small cap, micro cap, and mid cap shares, companies, those are all overpriced, right? Price is what you get, value is what you buy, right? So Anand has been harping on this over and over again. The reason is, if you look at the PE for any of these companies, it is way above average. Meaning, I did a video where I said, if you take the average PE over the last 12 years, 15 years, it's way above that also. So it is completely unfair, the kind of money the market is asking you to pay for it. But what happened is, because of so many influencers, financial influencers, and in social media and everywhere, has been pushing this. And the story they've been pushing is a very famous story, which I did a video again on, which is saying, if I put 10,000 rupees in this company, if I put it 30 years ago in Infosys, if I put it in this company, Wipro 30 years ago, today it will be worth 50 crores, it will be worth 70 crores. Okay, but what I said in that same video, what you tend to forget is, for every Infosys that became Infosys, there's 100 companies which disappeared, which nobody knows about. Not everybody wins. Not everybody gets to be Dhoni. In Dhoni's school, when Dhoni was studying, where he was playing, he didn't even play cricket to start with. He was a football player. There are many kids who aspire to be Dhoni. There's only one Dhoni game. Everybody else, if you put money on, you would have lost. So this is true in companies also. Like, and forget small caps becoming big caps. We have seen big caps disappearing. Like all Anil Ambani's companies.
And Satyam Computers.
Satyam Computers, you take Jet Airways, you take Kingfisher, big companies, disappeared, gone. This is not only true in India, it's true globally also. You take like Nokia, you take Exxon, you take big banks like Lehman Brothers, 100-year-old companies, disappeared. So there's no way of knowing which company is going to be successful or not. So all these guys are getting on social media and saying they are very cheap, only 20 rupees a share. You buy and now you keep it for so many years. This 20 rupees, each share will become 2,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. Can't predict all these things. And they don't tell you company names. They just randomly give you information like this. You being an investor, you don't know. So then what do? You buy randomly, you start buying. They're buying because randomly, they're buying companies.
See the profits.
So you randomly buy companies. One small investor who thinks he knows better will do what? He'll go to a mutual fund and say, I'll reduce my risk. Instead of putting in individual companies, I'll bet on the index of small caps. Right, there will be a small cap index which invests only in small caps, managed by a money manager. He'll take your 20,000 rupees, he'll swallow 2,000 rupees, he'll put 18,000 rupees, And these are all being pumped up. Then SEBI also said the problem in IPO. They said a lot of IPOs, there's something fishy happening in it. Prices are being inflated artificially and being dumped on innocent investors. Investigations are on. They have not come out with any report as yet, but it will come out in due course of time. Which IPOs have been fraudulent? Those guys, maybe they'll make 1,000 crores and they'll be fined some 100 crores. They'll give 500 crores. They'll still get 900 crores. But we small-term investors will lose. So this is the main reason when the market is overvalued, and if you're suffering fear of missing out, best is to turn it off. You'll only feel like if you're missing out if you're looking, no? If you do not know there is something,
we keep looking in daily.
Remove the app from your phone. Stop reading all this news about small caps. Then within a day or two, you'll forget about it. Other things in life will occupy your mind, and you won't worry about missing out on small caps. The problem is if you're watching constantly news about small caps, and you're missing out. I made 10,000 crores, I made 5,000 crores, like that. You keep on hearing that news, you feel like, oh my God, I'm missing out. And this is leading to a lot of money being pumped into small caps and medium caps. ICICI mutual funds itself has said it's overpriced. Imagine a mutual fund itself is saying, we don't want to put any more money in this. They're warning investors, we will not put money. We'll only put a little money, not like how we were doing before. And also the stress test which is being done by SEBI is also on this. Right? Stress test by that, Nippon. They're saying if they need to pull the funds out, 50% of the funds have to be liquidated in a small, medium cap mutual funds. It'll take them nearly for almost 40 days. It's a long time. And that is not pulling it all on one day. Pulling the money out slowly so that the price does not vary. It'll take them 40 days. So that's not a very good sign. That means the market is not very liquid in small caps, medium caps. It's very price sensitive. And if you suddenly want to take your money out, if all the investors suddenly start smelling blood in the water and they want to pull their money out, it'll all collapse very fast. So if you have made some profit in it, at least take out your capital and be my advice. If you put 100 rupees and that 100 rupees has become 1,000 rupees, at least take that 100 rupees and keep it in your pocket. So all that if you do lose will only be profit, which anyway you didn't have. Correct? That's my advice. But people seldom listen to advice now. So everyone thinks they're an expert and they suffer from overconfidence. I like to always imagine I don't know anything. I'd rather go ask and think about it and make up my own mind instead of assuming I don't know anything about it. And generally my rule is if it looks complicated, don't do it. Because investing is very simple. Warren Buffett has said it, Charlie has said it, everybody has said it. It's very boring and it's very simple. If it's very simple and very boring, then I look at it. If it looks very complicated and looks very enticing, I tend to avoid it. And that's okay. That's one of the main reasons I don't touch Bitcoin. Anyway, so in tomorrow's podcast, we'll talk further about stress test and dive into what a stress test is and how it's helpful and why SEBI is asked these mutual fund houses to do stress tests, and on the wider market, why even banks are sometimes asked to do stress tests. What a stress test is, we'll examine. Thank you.
Thank you.